Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. Today we will be filling in the background of this ocean themed, would you call it a mandala or something? This ocean themed picture in Enchanted Forest. I finally have my PanPastels. They've finally arrived. I've just filmed a video of the unboxing and of other items that I've purchased in this supply haul. My order from the art shop came today, so very excited. So I have done some swatching and some testing, and I think I feel okay enough to start doing the background. Now, by way of preparation, I am sitting my work on a towel. This is in lieu of me getting a craft mat. I have also covered the opposite page with some paper, and I've got some washi tape here, and I'm just going to grab some other paper and actually pop it behind this book so I don't get pastel mark everywhere. So I'm working with these three colours today. I might bring in some of these if I feel the need. And I'm using a blender brush, or sponge I should call it. I also have a bit of paper towel that I will just dab between colours if I need to. These are all very similar, so I don't think I'm going to need to all that much. I also will be using a tool, like this is from Soft, to get into these leaf edges, and I'll just flip it over. I was playing with the hot pink, so I mean, look, I might bring it in, we'll actually see. So I'll be doing the little bits with the tools, and then I'll be doing the main areas with the blender. Now, just note, I am new to this. I am novice with this, so I am learning as I go. So as I'm showing you, we are learning. But hey, like, there's no better way, right? I think it's probably better if you see people learn as we go, because we're all beginners. We all learn, and we all want to see people that, you know, we can learn off when we learn together. And is that a cup of tea? I don't know you guys, but I love a cup of tea. Right, so I'm going to start with this. This is the Red Iron Oxide tint. I would like to bring up the apricot colours in here. I also have pinks as well. I wanted something that doesn't blend with the background. So going green, I think, would not be as effective unless you went a lighter green like down here. So I wanted to go with something that would make the image pop. And I'm also using the Pearl Medium, which, if you saw my colour swatching video of this, you would have seen how bananas I went. Okay, so we'll get started. I'll zoom you in. Let's do the top. The other thing that I've got is a fixative that I'll be spraying on this outside once I'm done. That is to prevent any dust from these coming up again, because I don't want it to wreck the page that it's neighbouring against. So I'm just going to dab a little bit in. Now this is compressed pastel. Is it pastel or pastel? I think if you're Aussie, it's like pastel, but I think anywhere else it's pastel. Again, I'm not too worried about some of the little pencil marks here, because pretty sure you can blend it all out. And hey, I am 100% sure that there'll be someone watching this that is like, your technique is horrible. I have a solution for you. You know what? That doesn't bother me. Please let me know if you know of a better way to do this, or if you know of videos that could help. I'm all ears. I'm open to constructive criticism. As long as you're nice about it, I am totally open to it and I welcome it. So do not be afraid to tell me that I'm doing something wrong. Just be nice. All right, I'm just gonna go in with the big one now. Get right into those corners. Oh. These spines. There's something under it. Oh no, it's just leaning against my camera stand. How do you like my new camera stand, guys? It's pretty great. Oh, you know what I can see coming through? I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll zoom in. These little squiggly lines. That is actually from this. That was when I was going through and was trying to get rid of all the pencil smudging. That's okay. Yeah, I don't know whether to... Right, let's do the big blending first with the blender and then we'll go in with the little tools, hey? Let's do that. And this is laying down so well, and you can see how at the top here I've got all that stuff going on, so you can see how important it is to lay something in the background. Oh, I feel like I'm making it's not as neat as I want it to be, but that's me. It's not the pastels. It's still coming out quite nice. And I think because I've got a lot of this pencil left over, I might actually bring in a darker pink for the edges. Okay. Filling these in. I am looking forward to when this just feels like second nature to me. I feel like a bit of a ditz at the minute. The old muscle memory is going to come in handy. Oh, I don't want to... I'm trying to get into the spots, and yes, I can. What I also want to know, if you guys use PanPastels, I'm assuming you do your pastel background last. And if you're using something like Neo Colors, you would do that first. Oh, that is my washing machine. It's very, very cranky when it finishes. You know, some washing machines just have this nice little jingle. They're like, do, 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 at the end. Not mine. It's cranky. And it doesn't stop until you... Okay. Yeah, I feel like the more you go over it, the more even it gets. But again, the erasing marks are coming up so much. It looks more obvious on camera than it does off. So yeah, just be careful when you're erasing, and when you plan to use PanPastels, just be careful. You will. Alright. Oh yeah, fine motor skills. The reason why I'm just blowing that off is because if I brush it, I wonder if it's just gonna smudge where I don't want it to. I'd also like to know if anyone uses Prismacolor pencils over the top of PanPastels. I know that you would absolutely have to have a fixative and you would need to wait till that dries. But I'd be very keen to know your thoughts on that. And if you have any videos or you have watched any videos, can you tag me in them, please? Okay, I'm certainly not as neat as I envisioned myself to be, but that's okay. Just going to go back and try and blend some of this out as best as I can. I feel like I wrecked the paper, like I said, with the erasing. It feels really nice going down on the paper. Yeah, the way that the pigment kind of lays down. And even just doing large sweeping motions. Yeah. Yep, all those eraser marks. Oh, look at that. Oh man, I swear that it's actually not. I'm looking at the camera and I'm like, what? But it's not that. It's not like it's noticeable, but it's not crazy bad. If I lay it on a bit thicker, maybe. I need to remember that I am coming at it with other layers and other colours, so let's just not get our freak on just yet. Oh, this is great. Don't know if you guys are like this, but when you use other mediums that are actually so quick compared to Prismacolor pencils, it's like, yahoo! You feel like you're on a bit of a joyride. Oh, never again am I doing a background with Prismacolor pencils. My sweet lord, no way. That one I did with the mushrooms, I don't know if you've seen that. That purple took me so long and my hand was cramping and it was a huge marathon. Yeah, what what is this? This is the palette that I have that I showed you before. That is from the art shop, and that is it's like they have a range called Susan's Garden, and that's number 2. I would like to collect them all. Heck, I would like all 80 of them, but that's going to be a lot of money. The PanPastels, pastels, whatever you want to call it, tomato, potato. In Australia, they range from about, so like open stock is between $14 and $18 depending on what you are getting. However, if you get a set, if you get it in a pallet set like I've just done, they actually work out to be about $10. So they are cheaper. However, we all need open stock. We all, colour palettes don't work all the time because you might just want one. You might just want to refill one. So, it's not always, doesn't always work. But shout out to the art shop, and that's their actual name, the art shop, in Melbourne. The suburb starts with B. Is it Bayswater? Is it not Brighton? Bayswater maybe? Which they're about, I'm in Geelong, so they are about an hour and 20 minutes for me. So I don't think I'd ever be going to the shop unless I was in Melbourne or in that area, which, let's be honest, I'm not. I wasn't before COVID, but now I'm really not. I just don't have a reason to go to Melbourne at all. Unless we're going to like a concert or something, but I don't know if you guys know, like you probably do. Melbourne during COVID had the longest and the worst lockdowns. I think actually they hold the record worldwide. And the Premier at the time, Daniel Andrews, had Melbourne in like a ring of steel. And Geelong was just outside of that. So we were lucky. We still got it pretty bad, but we weren't as bad. And we have friends that lived pretty much on the border of the quote-unquote ring of steel. And the headache that it was for them to navigate their daily life was just a nightmare. COVID reflections. Strange to think that like the bulk of it was like 4 years ago now. It's so crazy. All right, I'm going to go with my right hand and try and... what is that? Eyelash. Dog hair. Yeah. Yeah, look, it's still a bit... It's not as smooth as I'd like, but again, it's not the pastels, I promise you. Okay, I'm going to go... So this is what we are looking like. This is a hole for now. That's my first layer. That's my first layer. Secondly, I'm going to go in with this, what do you call it? Let me try and get it out without mushing it everywhere. This is a magenta, which, yes, one of my favourite colours ever. And I'm just going to dab the excess pink apricot. What's it called? Red iron oxide tint. I'm just dabbing that on my paper towel, and I'm going to go in. I don't have a lot of it on there, and I'm just going to go ahead. Yep, nice. And I'm just going to blend this. Don't worry, it's not going to stay like that. It's not going to stay like that. I will blend it. I always find it quite funny how when you watch artists and the first couple of layers, it's just like, which like it is for everyone. Like if you watch an artist start a sketch, or when they put the first few layers of something down and you're like, oh, mine looks like that. Yeah, and then when you keep going, it's all about the blending and the time that you put into it and all of that. I just find it very comforting that, yeah, the initial stages for everyone always looks a bit mush. All right, as you can see, like I'm still getting all over my fingers, but I'm fine with that. I'm fine with a bit of mess. Oh, yeah. I'll have to get that off. I just realised that I'm probably mushing the paper around a bit too much behind, but we'll deal with that. Deal with that later. Okay, I'm just wiping this off again because I want to go in with some of this pearly colour. Which is the Pearl Medium White Fine. Bit of that. Bit on the sponge. It's funny because it looks as so, it's like, looks a bit flat, but when you lay it down, oh my lord. Okay. Oh, you can't see that. Sorry. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. All right, so I am putting heavier pressure in the corners and then lighter as I'm blending, that's blending 101 anyway, isn't it? I think. Yeah, this is turning more pink than apricot-y, but I like it. I'll keep going. I'm really just gonna build up my layers with this until I'm happy with the blend. This is turning into a pastel along / colour and sat / pastel and chat / something. I hope you guys like chatty videos. If not, just mute me. That's fine. I get it. I'm used to being told to quieten down. It's fine. I'm a bit chatty. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh man. Oh, geez, that is so nice. Let me try and see if you can see how shimmery. Oh god, there you go. How shimmery that. Oh yeah. Anything with shimmer sparkle, as you know, I'm obsessed with. I'm a bit of a bowerbird. Not gonna lie, not mad about it. My husband's, sometimes he's like, he's not too happy about the bowerbird things, that he's like, what have you bought today? What have you come home with today? Do you really need that? And it's like, yes, I do. Okay, let's do this top here where it's yeah. And as you can see too, when we've gone in with white, we're actually creating like a third colour here. And I think that's one of the beauty, I don't know. The good thing about any medium that blends really well, whether it's your Prismacolors or any like pencil that is very blendable, is that you can create colors that you did not originally have in your color palette. Oh, those erasing marks are really coming through, hey? Still blending, still blending. It's actually, this is really therapeutic. I don't know if it's nice to watch, but the actual blending process, the act of it, is really therapeutic because like it's very hands-on, it's very tactile, if that's what the right word is. It's very tactile, it's very, yeah. So you can see here that I'm obviously getting a bit of the magenta pigment in here. However, I have been told that you can just wipe it out. It's still there a bit, but on all the art channels that I've been watching, they're like, don't worry about it, it's fine, you can just blend it out. Or you can just scrape it out or wipe it out. But they do recommend having different sponges for like different, like when you're working on a project, different sponges for different, like if you're working, say if you were doing a lot of blacks, have a different sponge. Obviously you'd have a different sponge if you were doing black and white, like you wouldn't. Right, I'm just wiping my thingy off. Right, I'm gonna go back in with the red iron oxide tint, and I'm just gonna try and blend in a bit of that again. Yep, there we go. Just a bit of blendy. Oh yeah, it's so good. Super happy with this. You could just, man, you could just blend for days, couldn't you? I am after a really smooth finish, or as smooth as I can get it, just given the damage that has been done to the paper underneath when I was erasing. Oh, I have a white jacket on and I'm kind of getting pink all over my jacket. So I think you really could just go around and just blend it until you're happy with it. I don't know, you tell me, if you have used these before, is there a point where you're really gonna damage the paper if you keep blending? Is there a point where you need to stop? And if there is, where is that point? So just like there is with, like when you burnish with pencils, you're like, there's a point where you can't, like you've gotta stop. Does that happen with these? I'd love to know. Just gonna go around. Oh, actually, is this easier than the blending tool? I don't know. I think the more I do this, the more I'm gonna develop a style that I like. Oh God, you can't even see that. I'm so sorry. I tend to get carried away and I forget that you need to see what I'm doing. Bring more of this in. Maybe I should have done the white at the very end. I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, it's looking quite nice. Oh, I say when I've got to swap to the right hand, it's like, ugh, kindergarten. Oh, can you hear my dog snoring? Hopefully you can't. All right, we're coming. It's getting there. We're building it. I'd actually be really keen to get my husband's input on this because he is a really good artist and he is quite good with oil pastels. He's done some really nice artwork. He doesn't do much lately. Hasn't done much lately, but he is. Yeah, I'd like to see him have a crack. He's really good at it. We're a very arty couple. We both have a music studio that we do together, and he likes to dabble in the recording side, whereas I am, yes, in the recording side, and I produce my own music, but I'm more in the production and the effects and all that kind of bizzo. So yes, we're a very arty household. Just going over the top a bit more. With some more. I'm trying to get it as. Is iridescent the word for shiny? I'm trying to get it shiny. I'm also trying to get it smooth, which I think as a noob, can be a bit difficult. But hey, we'll get there. Right, I might just go in with some. Oh, there's another PanPastel colour that you can get is a blender, which I wonder if I would benefit from that. All right, I think I'm liking the look of this. Again, on camera, it's a bit more smudged than it actually is in real life. Like, sorry, you can see a lot more marks on it than you can in real life. As I'm looking at it, it does look quite, it's blending quite nicely. The gradient is somewhat smooth. It's pretty smooth. 'Cause you're so smooth. Yeah, it's pretty nice. All right, I'm gonna leave it there today, actually. I'm gonna spray that with fixative. I'm gonna see how it turns out. I'm just hesitant about putting too much color on it. So take that out. Oh yeah, oh, it looks so much nicer when you take this out. Okay, there we have it, guys. Some lovely shimmery textures. You know what, you could also, and I might have a crack at it as well, I might maybe get off some excess stuff with like the makeup blender. They're like little circular pads. I might get some of those and give that a mush over as well. But yeah, that has come up pretty well. So thanks for spending so much time with me today and watching me with all these colors. It's been super fun. I love chatting with everyone as I'm doing stuff. I hope you like it too. If you don't like the chat, I'm so sorry. Oh dear, so fun. All right, guys, I will see you very soon. Have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Ciao.